Hey, welcome. Thanks again for joining us with Pastor and Professor. We finished up last week. Quite a journey through
Yes.
chapters 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of Matthew. And now we're in the book of Psalms.
Psalms. And we're going to take a representative psalm from 7 categories that you've drawn up beautifully. And not that they say everything about that category,
No.
but it's a way to say, I did the sampling. Now, you know I love food, and we've had food moments on these things.
We have.
But it'd be like going to a wonderful Lutheran potluck. You cannot take a full measure of every salad.
Nope.
Of everything.
Nope.
But you better have some salad and some desserts and some hot dish or casserole, depending on what you want to call it, and. And people understand. So I think this is the food tour, so the tasting tour.
See, I was thinking of it more as sample day at Costco.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no, better yet, you were in the church. I was in Costco.
Yeah, well, at least we were both on food,
We
as
were.
opposed to we were talking about the blind man who finally gets to see, and the joy that would come when he could finally see, and you said his lovely family that he loves, and I said his food. That's really important.
Well, we were both at the dinner table.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
And exactly. There you go. And he was going to praise his wife for the wonderful food. It looks so good, honey. All right. Anyway, oh heavens. Well, now the first category leads us to Psalm 8.
Yeah, because our first category is creation psalms.
Yeah.
And, there's 8, 19, 104. Probably the most recognizable is 139.
139.
Yeah.
Which we could have done, but its length
Yeah.
and it's being posted so late would make people wonder, well, fellas, you just skipped 138 psalms.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
What are you going to run out
Yeah.
just the end?
And,
yeah.
it's kind of nice that we're picking some psalms that might not be
Right.
as familiar.
Right. I think there'll be a line or two that people will say, "Oh, I know that one," and don't you and I know that if you have to pick, when you get to pick a psalm for the day, you do love a 8-verse, 9-verse psalm like this.
You do.
Psalm 139. Sorry,
No.
if we cut
no.
and paste, but no, we're not
but
doing that.
We can't.
No. Maybe on Mother's Day Sunday, I'll do 5 or 8 verses of 139, marvelously made, knit together in my mother's womb.
Yeah.
That works. But here, now we get the whole psalm.
Sure.
Psalm 8. Do you want to read the whole shebang?
Sure. Oh,
to them?
let's do that. We'll pick
Okay.
it up and then we can go back and
Yeah.
visit it.
Yeah.
So the very first verse is one of those that's somewhat,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a contemporary song
Right.
built around this. All right, Psalm 8. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You've set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouths of babies and infants, you have established strength because of your foes, to still the enemy and the avenger. When I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him, or the Son of Man that you care for him? And yet, you've made him a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. You've given him dominion over the works of your hands. You put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens, and the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the sea. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
Nice book ending.
Yeah.
The Hebrew love of repetition. I'm
Yep.
going to say it, and you know what? I'll say it again.
Say it again. Bookends.
Yeah, which works beautifully. So here, Lord, is all your wonders. I just stand in awe, and then I like the details. And after that, boom, we get even babies can take a look. And verses 3, 4, 5, we get all this wonders.
It is. Fits in nicely with Romans 1.
Oh, yes.
Just look at creation,
yes.
and there's something bigger than us.
Right.
that really got things in motion.
And this is all on the positive side. Our friends who are thinking Romans 1:18 and following know that though we see a creation, we sometimes ignore the creator.
Yep.
We fault find if the
You're
creation
without
is
excuse.
Exactly. I should have just known he was there, but I get so caught up in his creation, I forget the creator.
Yep.
And my only use for him is to complain if things aren't exactly the way I
Right.
want.
Yep,
You
yep,
know,
yep.
then we say an act of God messed up the world by sending a tornado or something
you
like
go.
that. But this one is all positive.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to say, oh, I've looked at your stuff, and also, I'm nothing. What when I look at the stars, what do you even
Puts me in
think about
perspective.
Yeah. And God doesn't say, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're a speck on the last planet of any significance.
Yep.
You're nothing.
Yep.
No.
You know, the only time he came close to that is when Job is saying,
Oh,
"What is
yeah.
going on?" and I love God's conversation with him. Well, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Yes, right.
If you know everything and how everything should work, you tell me.
You
Where
tell
were you
me.
when I set the foundations of the earth?
Don't you love that sort of line?
Yeah.
It's almost like, all right, I've got one question for you. And that's never good news. If you think one question is
Yeah.
going to be a good thing, it's not.
Columbo. One more thing.
One more thing. I was watching Columbo a couple of nights ago. Oh, it was so good. I mean, the criminal was this slimy guy that you just couldn't wait for Columbo to put behind bars, but he's got to stretch it out for 2 hours. And everything about this slimy murderer was awful, and Columbo is just so rumbled and just hand-me-down city it looks like.
Exactly.
But he gets him in the end. Well, here is the case is we looking at the magnificence of God, and yet he also has care for us. And he even lets us, look at verses 5 and following, he even lets us have a management of what he's made.
yeah.
Because you might think of him and say, all right, now look, I made this perfectly. Keep your paws off of it. I know the only thing you're going to do is mess it up. But
Yep.
he says, no. A little Genesis 1, 2. Now, be fruitful, multiply, and also have dominion.
Have dominion. Now, I was always taught, you and I would never be asked to come and teach Hebrew.
No. No. Greek I like, but
Yeah.
Hebrew and I have never been great friends.
I was 2 credits shy of a Greek minor,
Okay.
and so they said just take another class, and I said,
No? Didn't.
well, then people would expect something.
Well, we don't want
Of
that
me.
to happen.
No.
No. Well, they've never expected much of Hebrew from me, and
But
I went in the right direction, New Testament.
This
Greek.
this word dominion almost has a connotation of to lead from beneath.
Oh, aren't you good?
But when we moved into the Latin, dominion is, we see it from the other direction.
And our friends don't know, but you have often brought your Latin Bible text to this.
Just to fool you.
Well, you're too modest that you're reading the Latin and you can throw that out. And I don't know if our friends remember the day we talked about the French qualifier that I passed.
Yeah.
Well, I passed the Latin qualifier in the same mode, as in I passed the qualifier and I'm moving on.
No grades.
No.
It's either you passed or you didn't.
Exactly.
And I
when
did.
you did, it was
I
all
did,
good. But
yeah.
you
No,
you really did something.
No.
No.
But I mean, when we hear, we hear it on TV. Oh, that sports team, they dominated the competition.
nice.
Where in the Hebrew, it's not our stuff. It's God's creation.
Yes.
We're given responsibility and authority to care for it. So we could throw all kinds of, the stewardship of the environment.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Brad Alice, who is going to be
Right,
doing,
with us.
We have to do a commercial for that. So
Right.
But Brad Alice, he talks about this is where if you're going to have dominion, this is where we begin to build societies and cultures for the good of each other.
Okay. So it's not dominion just of the plants or the
Right.
the animals.
Yeah.
But it's also then
It goes beyond that.
because if we do that well, how could we not care for someone else?
Right.
A person.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we carry that even farther, as Lutherans, we can move into the doctrine of vocation.
Yes.
So
Right.
in culture and society, we've been given different gifts and abilities and talents to use them for the common good.
And beginning small, hopefully builds on itself.
Sure.
I was thinking it's like when your child wants so bad a puppy or a kitty. All right. And of course, what's the deal is you make? If we get this dog, you know you're going to have to walk, feed, clean, brush, all that. And their instant answer is what?
Of course. I can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Can't wait. Now, we're going to go in the positive way, because we all know that sometimes after 2 weeks, forget it. Nobody wants this dog except Dad, who didn't want it in the first place. Is
But
out
now
there.
is attached.
Yeah, and Dad's now out walking the dog in the rain because no one else. But let's go with a wonderful, earnest little girl who really, really, really wants that. I'll just go cat. And she loves that cat. And she feeds and pets and, talks to and plays with. And as a parent, you're going, this is great. Because think of where this is going to go.
Yeah.
As you were with this cat, maybe you'll be with people.
A friend, a spouse, a
Exactly.
child,
Your
a
sister.
neighbor.
Yeah. And especially your child. If you can care for, maybe you will. Isn't that kind of a nice image? Here's my creation. You take care. And then as I have cared for you, so you care here. It's got a nice parallel.
It does. We were created in God's image, and part of that image, his God is creative, and we are called to be creative. And that's part of that dominion thing.
Now you're making me think of labradoodles. The creativity of people to say, let's mix the Labrador and the poodle, or right now our friends are saying
Golden doodles.
golden doodles.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's virtually everything. Or a very simple one. Sorry, it's a food analogy. Just bear with me. Straight cranberry juice is only for the strong, and I'm weak. But cranberries have gotten joined up with everything. Now, God made cranberries, and then he made apples. But it takes our genius to say,
Cran-apple.
Cran-apple. Strawberries and cranberries, strawberries. I know there's one. There's something like
There
that.
is.
Yeah. So maybe Dominion.
I just bought cranberry and grape.
Ooh, I don't think we ever tried that. I should tell Holly that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're giving up on Sunny D.
That's the first Friday.
Our friends don't know. We have the first Friday breakfast, and we love it, and it's coming up. And the beverage of choice, besides coffee that Jerry makes, is Sunny D. And it's just, it would hurt me if we didn't have it. That's my take. Truth be told, Holly buys it, so we take home the little bit that's left.
Yeah.
We should send it. We could send it every other month. You could take it home.
I'm okay.
It's $1 at the dollar store. So
It's pre-mixed Tang.
it really is. With I swear a little battery acid in there too. It's got a bite to it.
You know what? It wakes you up.
It does. And because it's at 6 a.m, that's where we got to feed this people. They got to have breakfast, and then they're, listen to me. Oh heavens! You did it for 35 years, and now we're doing it together. All right. So have dominion. You're going to take us back though somewhere.
Can I? Yeah. Verse 5. You made them a little lower than the heavenly beings. So some people ask the question. So is it a hierarchy? Here's God,
Oh.
the triune God. We're going to put them all together.
Okay. On the highest height.
And then is it like archangels, cherubim, seraphim,
Right.
regular angels, and then humans are down here?
Yes.
Is this a pecking order?
Well, to what degree are we made a little lower than
Yes.
heavenly beings? So let's just say
Yeah.
angels and archangels, or the four living creatures
Yep.
that surround the
Oh,
phone.
sure.
They are confirmed in bliss. They cannot sin. Heaven knows it happens to us left and right. So our moral choices are lower. Our innate righteousness not equal to having never sinned. Angels, archangels, and such. Could it just be spatial? They're in heaven, we're not.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little lower,
There
just
you
in
go.
that way.
Luther would say, Rash and Pavla, this
Okay.
isn't so much a creation psalm as it is a messianic psalm.
Oh,
He attributes these words to Jesus.
who was made lower.
Yeah, but I still want to attribute them to us.
Well, I think so. It's not just him. Yes, it's dominion, but all these things are also us. I
Yes.
can't help but hear Genesis have dominion over all that I
Exactly.
made.
It is. It comes from Genesis, just like the preceding.
Yeah.
Look what I did. I did the whole heavens, right?
Right.
Day 4 of creation.
And if I may, the Lutheran Study Bible notes say it is Genesis 1, 26, 27, the inborn duty of humans to rule over creation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it works. Is there a danger to think that our relationship with God is based on the quality of our environmental care? I've done a really good job of taking care of your world.
Yeah.
Whether it's I'm a foster parent to dogs and cats.
I recycle,
You betcha. And
clean up
you
after
must,
my animal.
yeah, you must be happy with me
Yeah.
because, well, it's a responsibility, it's an opportunity, but it's not the answer to what must I do to be saved.
There you go. There you go. And God gives us a chance to partner.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Because if you go to the ancient gods, you prayed to them for rain or whatever. We do the same.
We pray for rain. Yeah.
But God says, you know what? Tend the field.
Yeah.
Figure out how to make cranapple.
Exactly. It's
Right?
waiting for the world to discover.
I'm not sure about the Sunny D thing.
No,
The cranapple
well,
thing
yeah,
I
yeah,
think is
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But I really, our God creates stuff and then says, come on, let's do it together.
Let's do it together.
So last week we just had Jesus say, "Come on, let's go share the gospel together."
we've got this harvest field.
Yeah.
Come on. And even if I say, I don't think you're with me. Let's
You
go.
got it.
I'm
got it.
I'm putting you in the right field.
Yeah. So God creates the raw material.
Mm-hmm.
He gives us the intellect to use it creatively.
Yes.
The same way that Jesus did all the work
Right.
creating salvation and gives us the ability to believe and share it creatively.
Share it with us. Jesus multiplies the loaves and fishes, but he gives to the disciples the opportunity to go pass this out.
Yep.
Wonderful partnership.
And I think the neat thing is, now I don't know if this is right. I just kind of
There you go.
We'll find out. So the angels, every time we see angels,
Okay.
almost every time,
Almost every time. I think I know where you're going.
people go, "Oh,
Oh my gosh.
now." Not for Mary at the
Not for Mary. She was so distraught over the loss of Jesus.
And you
but
did a nice job with that
thank you.
in preaching. But when I go and talk to somebody, I don't. My appearance doesn't frighten them.
Oh,
I'm a
with
little
it-
lower than the angels.
Right. Wouldn't that be terrible?
But I get to share the exact same message. So
Yeah.
shepherds, here they out in the field keeping watch over
Right.
flocks.
Right.
Angel comes, hey, Son of God born. And then, oh my goodness, now we got a whole choir of them.
Yeah.
They're having a good time. So what do the shepherds do?
Let us go to Bethlehem to see this thing
And-
which has been made known to us.
They are like the lowest critters on,
Yeah.
on the human ladder.
Right. But
They're lower than the angels, but they get to share the same good news.
right.
Yeah.
And they get to share
And
it.
to more people.
Right, because after they leave the stable, they're
Yeah.
going to be talking for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what happened to me? It's if I may, it's better than I walked on the moon. It's
Yes.
it is because it's I didn't just see angels. I didn't just see a night sky turned blazing glory.
Yeah.
There's a baby lying in a stable in a manger, and somebody says, "So
And?
what?" And he's the reason angels filled the sky and had a news for the whole world.
And change my life.
Boom.
And
Exactly.
changes your life.
And changes your life. Well, I didn't see him. Just trust me. In fact, that's better. Just trust me. Oh, yeah. No, I think this is good. I like the details, too, that he puts all the sheep and oxen, the
Yeah,
beasts of the
beasts of
field.
the field.
And it's the 1, 2, 3. We got the field, You know, we got the heavens and we got the fish in the sea.
Yeah, even the paths in the sea.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't that a neat?
Pass on the paths of the sea.
So I have a little cabin.
Right.
We have a lake, very clear,
Okay.
very clear. You can see down,
Wonderful.
which makes it weedy because
Oh.
the sun.
It does? I didn't know
The
that.
sun is able to
Oh.
allow the plant life to grow. And there's this
Oh.
one section
Okay.
when I go out, there's a path cut through the weeds, and you
Oh.
can see the huge fish darting through.
Well, who cut somebody? Or-
Evidently from the ship or the fish making
Get
their way
down.
back and forth.
And they keep
that's
it
the
clear.
belief. Yeah. Now I've thrown a hook down there many times.
And
No.
well, maybe they know. Hey, there's something sitting on top of the
Yeah.
the path here. Or don't trust that thing.
Dopey's back.
But he's happy. He's happy up there.
Yeah.
I never played with that. Paths of the sea. What a great image. So we have domination. I like the fact that the first ones are sheep and oxen because it says the most domesticated
Oh.
animals. It's all right.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, raise the sheep. You need wool. You
Yeah.
need mutton also. I mean, but raise the sheep and the oxen. Don't be pulling that plow yourself.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Did you see what I made there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be smart enough
Right.
to use that
To use that. And what a
and use it appropriately.
But what a blessing. You think of some guy who's trying to hack a field out by hand,
Yeah.
and then, hey, wouldn't that have been a revolution? The first guy who harnessed up an ox and trained it from little on to pull a plow. And the rest of them are hacking away just with hand tools, hoes, and such. And there goes Bob, plowing that furrow.
Wow.
And they're going, Bob!
How'd you do that?
Exactly.
And Bob says, I wrote a book, and for $19.99,
101 ways to domesticate an ox, or your path to prosperity.
check me out on YouTube.
Exactly.
I have a podcast.
I have a podcast. You'll love it. We're fresh every week. Oh, but now, is there a nice contrast between 3 and then our details of 7 and 8? So 3, I look at the heavens, the moon, the stars set in place, the work of your fingers. It's like God's, putting. Haven't we all kind of imagined
Finger
God
painting.
just exactly?
Yep.
Said, oh,
Bink.
Bink. Here we got
Bink.
we're looking at a wall of almost all black. Here in the studio, and they're thinking of that heavens, and God says, you know what? We need a star right there, and we'll put one over there. I know
Yeah.
I know this is a caricature of God, but that image of even your fingerprints are on where it went.
Yeah.
If we had the eyes to see, we wouldn't just see Orion's belt or the hunter or
There you
something.
go.
We'd see the fingerprint of God going
God.
right here.
Yeah. It's the Hubble telescope, and now, what's the new one? It's not
Oh,
Watt.
boy, yeah,
Is
got
it Watt?
You got me.
But being able to see all of these galaxies,
Yeah.
and it's when you look at that, accidental.
Yeah, the fingerprints of God.
It is.
Like here's a swirling galaxy.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
normal. If we walk into a house, we left the house nice and clean. We come back from 2-week vacation, and drawers are open and things are pulled out, and our first inclination is somebody was here.
Yeah, of course. What if we would go and say it's all still perfect?
Yeah.
The stars are the stars. They are where they are. They don't wander.
Something.
How could that just happen?
Yeah.
That the North Star is still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And will
move.
be tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet the wandering planets who move
Yes.
aren't colliding into each other.
No.
Left to ourselves, there'd be bumper cars beating away
They
on
would.
each other.
Yeah.
And such. But no. So it's a beautiful contrast, whether I see moon and stars, all of that, heavens, or you want me to take care of this lamb that just got born. Okay, got it. Or this calf that just was born. Okay, I can do that.
And I like verse 3, when I look at your heavens,
Okay.
and now I go to verse 8, whatever passes along the paths of the sea. Up as high as you can go
Right.
and deep as you can
Down-
go.
down to,
and everything in between.
Yeah, you made it all.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that there isn't a specialty in God? You know,
Oh, yeah.
most as you get better and better at something, you became the specialist in less and less.
Yes.
To a degree.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Leonardo da Vinci could do everything.
Yep.
But okay, in general terms. But here he's saying, God, you do it all.
Yeah.
Galaxies and heavens and newborn lambs.
Yep. My dad says to his cardiologist, "Could you be my regular doctor?" To which he said, "No,
No.
I only do hearts."
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that perfectly
Yeah.
it? Yeah. But God says, I can do galaxies, I
Yeah.
can do newborn lambs,
Yeah.
and I can do even less. I could find minnows and guppies.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing under
and
you
the
know,
seaweed
fish of the
that's
sea.
growing down there.
You're right, which they need.
Yeah.
And I need maybe your lake doesn't have a Gulf Stream flowing through it, but unseen to us, there's a stream
There is.
within the seas.
Yeah.
I do that, but I also do the tiniest little Nemo trying to find its way home, so
There
to
you go.
speak. Yeah. Oh man, beautiful stuff. So, what should we walk away with? Okay, this is our representative creation psalm.
Right.
Okay. So, have we left anything out that would have come to us had we done? We're not doing 139, but when we were talking about it, it's a more personal creation moment. Lord, you gave all this creation to me to manage.
Right.
But in Psalm 139, as our friends will go and read, it becomes even more personal because we're talking about what you're concerned with. Well, it's not just newborn lambs, it's the yet to be born me
Yeah.
in the womb.
Yeah. So our verse 5, you have made him, meaning man. You have made him. 39 gives us a little deeper
Yes.
about being knit in my mother's womb.
Right.
Right.
I wasn't just an accident of this creation put into motion.
Yeah.
Not that anything was an accident, but you knit me together.
I'm an intentional creation of your hand.
Right.
Someone might say, well, I wasn't. I was an unplanned pregnancy. You know what?
No.
God knew you were coming.
You were right.
And he was pretty happy about it.
And despite that, and I mean this because of our failings, despite the fact that he knows all our deeds, all our words before there was one of them, he still knit us together. I mean,
Yes, yeah.
he didn't get it going, oh, that was a mistake. Okay, well, let's unravel this kid.
Yeah.
No.
Or I'm going to make them. They're going to mess everything up. No, I'm not going to make them.
No, it doesn't.
Because I know what I would have to do if I did. But
Right.
this is the love of God. Even before stars in the heavens
Right.
and the depths of the sea, he said, I've got a plan
Right.
to save them. All right, let's get busy. Let's
Exactly.
create them.
Ephesians chapter 1, he's adopted us before the foundation of the world.
Yeah.
He chose us, you're mine. And I was just speaking with a wonderful woman on that verse, and she said to me that, well, that's a new idea for me. And it's not the most common idea that he's adopted us, he's made us and all those, but that idea that even knowing full well who we are,
Yeah. Yep.
as an adoptive parent says, I'll take that one. That one's mine.
Yep.
And he said that of us.
Yeah.
It's also good that he knits us together. He's the creator and all those things. Different images.
I would tell confirmation class, God and your parents have something in common.
Okay.
I said, God knew ahead of time that we would mess up. He
True.
made us anyway.
Yeah.
I said, your parents were
Oh.
warned. These kids they're gonna keep you up at night.
Yeah.
They're gonna get sick.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn into teenagers and be belligerent.
Right.
They're gonna suck the money out of your wallet and the joy out of
Absolutely.
your social life.
Yeah.
And they decided we're gonna
But
have
we want
children
one.
anyway because
We
they
still
loved
want
you
one.
even before they knew you were coming around.
Yep.
God loved you because he knew you were coming around.
Exactly.
And they both decided, let's do
Let's
this
just
thing.
do this because we also want that expression of, well, the two of us, that's lovely, but why don't we have that go on?
Yeah.
We want this to even outlive us.
Yes.
Yes, and that's what children do.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord willing,
Yeah.
is that they do, and such.
That's our intent.
Right, and it may or not may be his timetable and such, but that's it. Well, so should we tell them what category we're going to do next?
Well, we never even chose which
I
one.
was waiting for you to pounce on one.
Well, I thought maybe trust would be good.
Oh, trust is good.
Yeah.
I'm trusting you on that one.
Yeah.
Then let's leave unsaid which of these great psalms we're going to use, because a couple of them we know so well.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't mean we won't do them.
Correct.
And others
Or
we might
allude to them.
That's true. We could have
Every once in a while we
a
could
little taste of
yeah,
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sample day at Costco.
That almost makes me wonder if it is sample day at Costco today, or is every day sample day at Costco?
I don't
We could
know.
always get the cheapo meal.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, right. But we'll let that go. Our friends don't know Costco is right down the road.
It is.
It's right there. Except that anytime you go, good luck finding a parking spot.
Oh my gosh. I know. Pack a lunch just to get from
Exactly.
the parking lot into Costco.
I always love the fact that people just abandon their shopping carts out in the
Wherever.
Yeah, they parked out there, and there are places to put them, but no, they just walk
Out there.
away.
Out there. Yep.
Oh well. Anyway, so great. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah. I hope you'll be able to join us for future episodes of Pastor and the Professor. Otherwise, have a great week. We'll see you in church.
Right.